Welcome back to the 4th and 31 podcast. Tonight, Brant's Breaking Point. And boy, do we have a good one for tonight for you guys. Brant's going to be doing his top 10 college football logos. But I guess this is college logos because, basketball's got them too. Everybody's sports got it. So Brant's going to give you his top 10 college logos. And he'll give you a little criteria about how he came up with these top 10 and why. But I can't wait to hear that. And then we'll talk a little bit about how March Madness is rolling. We're currently at the Sweet 16. By the time this goes out, the time you guys are watching this, we'll already be playing. So Brant will talk a little bit about that after we're done with the top 10. But let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Brant, what you got? Top 10. Show's yours, bud.
Yeah, so I got top 10 college football logos. Now, I wanted to make this very clear before the show started. It is not iconic. It's not top 10 iconic logos, okay? Otherwise, this list would obviously look vastly different, okay? This is like my top 10 logos. Like, I see this logo, I'm like, that's a badass logo, okay? There's about 4 or 5 on here that I know people are going, what the hell is this guy talking about, okay? And those of you who agree with me, look, you know ball. So, there's nothing much I can say. Also, guys, I want to speak on something else really fast. On our May Madness bracket, we still need people to join up. We still need people to come in. We got a good idea of what's going on, and it's going to be a lot of fun, guys, but y'all got to tune in for that. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be great opportunities to kind of learn more about other people that you've probably never seen play. I know Herschel Walker's in there. I know if you're my age, you never sniffed Herschel Walker. So, it's being able to learn about stats and being able to learn the criteria of what makes a great player, man. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people to learn. So, trickle on in for that, be attended. If you want to join, if you want to compete, man, join up, send us a message. We'd be more than happy to include anybody, especially in the mob. Because we appreciate y'all as always. So, to my list, to my top 10. So, obviously, I'm going to start it out with honorable mentions. Okay, I have 3. It was difficult to kind of not narrow it down, but put them in the right order for me. So my honorable mention number 1 is Clemson. The paw print logo, I think, is a very iconic logo. I know that a lot of people don't have it. I think South Dakota has it with an SD in the middle of it. But the paw print, you know what you're getting when you play Clemson. And I feel like the paw print is very significant to that. And I know they have their neon orange that they wear that's pretty iconic as well. But the Clemson logo is pretty much undeniable. So I have it at honorable mention number 1. Honorable mention number 2, I have South Carolina, the Gamecocks. The reason it's so iconic is because you don't really know what the hell you're looking at. You're trying to figure it out, and that's what makes it so great. The fact that you got to stare at it for 10 minutes to figure out what in the hell you're looking at. Okay, and I love that. I think that's a great logo. Obviously, when you fix in on it after half an hour, you realize it's a damn gamecock. It's a damn chicken. It's a rooster, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and I think that's really cool. I think the fact that you got to study before you look at a logo is cool. Okay, so honorable mention number 3, I got the Colorado Buffaloes. There's a lot of Tigers, there's a lot of Rams, and I know that there's another Buffalo out there somewhere, but the Colorado Buffalo is just very significant of what Colorado is. And everybody knows the Colorado Buffalo, no matter how good they are or how bad they are. Everybody loves the Colorado Buffalo. You love seeing the Buffalo run across the field before the games. And obviously they got Dion over there to help build their brand and logo even more than it already was. So yeah, Colorado's honorable mention number 3. So now we get to the list. So number 10, I have the Penn State Nittany Lion. A lot of people who aren't avid football watchers would say it's a blue and white freaking female lion or whatever it looks like. But it's the significance of the logo itself. Obviously, Penn State is usually a very decent football team, and they've had a little rough this past year, especially. And when it comes to beating Michigan and Ohio State, they've had a little bit of trouble. So I get that, but when you see that logo, man, you're going to get everything they got. It's going to be a powerhouse fight. They're going to run the freaking football. And I know the logo took a little bit of tainting back in the day from the whole Sandusky thing, but I still think that the Penn State Nittany Lion is a very, very iconic football logo. So number 9, and this is going to be one of those where you either agree with me or you don't. Okay. I have the Arkansas Razorback. I think that is one of the coolest mascots we have. And I feel like it's very underappreciated because they're not that good. And look, I don't care how good you are at the game, your logo, if your logo is good, I'm for it. Okay. I can't tell you how many games I've watched Arkansas play against teams that aren't in the SEC that I've been like, man, I hope Arkansas wins just because I think their logo looks freaking sick. And I mean, all it is it's a wild hog. It's a wild hog, and they call them Razorbacks because of the hair that stands up on the back looks like a razor. I get that, but dude, it is a freaking cool logo, and I hope they never get rid of it, and I hope they never change it.
I agree.
Number 8, the Florida Gator. So not a lot. Not I mean, I don't think there's any other Gators out there. Is there? There's no other Gators out there.
No,
You know, and they had it set with the F, right? The blue and orange F. But man, it's the Gator head, man. That's the freaking Gator head that they use as their logo, their midfield logo and everything. It's the coolest thing ever. I mean, you know what you're getting also when you walk into Ben Hill Griffin. I mean, you walk into the swamp, you're getting a loud environment. But man, I've been to Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. I've looked down from the rafters and seen that Gator head in the middle of the field, and dude, it looks freaking phenomenal. So great by them. For their logo. So this is number 7. This is another one. You're either going to really agree with me or not. I have NC State Wolfpack. Their wolf with the sailor hat on, I think is one of the coolest logos. I mean, it's because it's not only is it iconic because it's drawn from I think the early 40s and 50s, but it's it's just nothing else. There's no other logo like that, you know. And I know sailor hats were a big thing for logos back in the day, and obviously logos have changed and adapted to the times. But the NC State Wolfpack logo, man, just something about the wolf wearing the sailor hat. I think it just looks really cool. They kind of kept the iconicness of it, so good on them. Number 6, I feel like this is a great logo. I don't think people were going to disagree. Probably people just wouldn't have thought about it. But the Tulane green wave, I love the green wave, with his I guess water fists up in the air. I think that's a great. Whoever drew that logo knew what they were doing. They need a raise. So if anybody from Tulane is watching this, give that guy a raise if he's still with you. I mean, obviously Tulane is a little bit undervalued because they're not in a big Power 4 conference. But they will be. I give it 5 to 10 years. They'll be in a major conference. They're just good enough to have it. They have the NIL for it. But their logo is really nice. It's good looking, especially for how not small, but a little of a school they are.
nice pick.
Number 5, Florida State Seminoles. It's probably the only logo you can look at and know what sound those people in that stadium are making. Other than I guess looking, I don't know. You look at it, all you can hear is the oh. I mean, that's all you can hear when you look at the logo, and it is freaking sick. And I'm glad they never changed it. I'm glad they haven't let the new political ways or anything affect how their logo is, because they have a sick logo. I hope they keep it forever. So I got to give that to Florida State. That's about the only thing I'll ever give Florida State.
Excellent.
Number four. I mean, it doesn't look cool, but when I think of this is the only a block letter like this that I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, it's freaking Michigan. The Michigan block M has got to be. See, I hated I did this though, because I never was. Oh, he put the iconic Michigan M in there because it's iconic, not because it looks good. Look when you see the blue M with the yellow outline. It looks great. I mean, it looks fantastic. And I mean, it was really hard for me not to put Minnesota's block M on here. Oh, it's just flipped upside down. But I mean, it was really hard for me not to put it in here. I mean, I love that logo, and I think it's a really good one. Number 3, Notre Dame. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Fighting Leprechaun is number 3. I mean, it was, my brother was a huge Notre Dame fan growing up. And I remember I had to just walk on his side of the house and I saw that freaking logo everywhere. I mean, and I never got tired of it. I mean, and I say because, the death threats and everything I've been through the Notre Dame fans and the Catholics, I've kind of wavered back. But I used to be a big Notre Dame lover. I love the idea of Smash Mouth football. I love the idea that they never changed. They had the gold helmets. I love that. I love Notre Dame. But obviously that's faltered a little bit now. But the Fighting Leprechaun is number 3 on my list. Number 2, Alabama, Script A. I mean, it's just one of those for you. I mean, maybe you could put Notre Dame in that category. Maybe you can put Michigan in the category. It's just one of those, you get a recruiter that comes to your school and they got a Script A on. I mean, you just kind of know what you're getting yourself into. I mean, it sits at our midfield logo, surrounded by the Crimson Tide circle. It's just, you see that logo, it's a brawl every night. And man, I love it. And I think it's kind of what's kept us in check, number one, but it's also, it's a very humbling logo. You might not think that much of Alabama now these days when you beat them, but I promise you, for coaches and people who watch the dominance of Bear Bryant, dominance of Nick Saban, beating that logo means something. And that's why it's so high on my list. Number one, impossible to leave them off the list. It's got the Texas Longhorns. The Longhorn, its logo, emblem, whatever you want to call it. It's on the side of their helmets, man. Their midfield. They even renovated their stadium to where there's a Longhorn built into the stands. Everything you want in the logo. It's iconic. It carries a lot of weight. Also, it carries a lot of NIL in their case. But it's just another one of those that I see it and I'm like, man, that's a cool logo. It's a sick logo. And I'm sorry, Ohio State, I did not put the big O with Ohio State in here. The only logo, honestly, I like from Ohio State, I like their little O with the actual Buckeye sitting off to the right of it. I think that's a really cool logo, but it just didn't make the list for me. So I know people are going to give me a lot of crap because I went for a lot of iconicness and 4 and 2 with my Michigan and my Alabama picks. But man, it was just hard to keep them off. The script A and the block M mean a lot to football and obviously nationwide and internationally. So that's my list.
Man, I love it. Your list is great. I love that you threw in Tulane. I agree with you on just about all of those. Great logos, man. That was 10 great logos, and even your honorable mentions. I grew up, obviously a Bama fan, but I went to Davidson Warrior, and we were very similar to Florida State, different colors, but same deal. Doing the chant, doing the chop. Always love Florida State's. I don't care too much for the football team, but I love their logo is awesome. I love it. You had a great list, man. I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. Tulane. Wow. Well, I'm kind of surprised you didn't bring in TCU. I was waiting on the Horned
I
Frog.
thought about it. I definitely thought about it. I look, and people, I know TCU's got like kind of a newer thing going on with because the TCU logo was just the TCU, and then now it's the Horned Frogs.
Right.
It was difficult to keep them off the list. I won't lie. It was difficult to keep Utah off the list. The old Utah logo, the U with the feathers. It was hard to keep them off the list. It was hard to keep the Washington State Cougar off the list. That you want to talk about iconic? That damn logo has been at every college game day since it started. That's just another hard logo to keep off the list.
Right. Oh boy, that was some good ones, man. I enjoyed the heck out of that. How is your March Madness bracket doing, man?
So it started out hot. My first day was really, really good. My second day was okay, and then my round of 32 is where my bracket kind of shot to nothing.
Yeah. What's been your biggest surprise so far?
So my biggest surprise of who's done a lot better than I thought they were going to do is Texas. Texas was really inconsistent at the end of the year. And I know they kind of made a little bit better name for themselves in the SEC tournament. They had a pretty good win there. And now, obviously, they win their play-in game. They beat NC State. They go and beat BYU. Smoke BYU. And then they go and beat number 3 Gonzaga, who a lot of people were really, really high on with their 30-3 record. And, and this is what I tell people, man. When you're filling out a March Madness bracket, dude, you really gotta look away from seeds. People look at seeds and they get really caught up in those numbers. Dude, you gotta think about who they played. Texas played Alabama all year, Florida all year, Oklahoma all year, Missouri all year, Arkansas, all these people that are in the tournament. Texas might not have had as good a record as them, but they're playing these guys. They're getting the experience it takes to be able to play with guys like that. And that's what you see. And I usually I try when I'm telling people about brackets, I try to include this as much as I can. Your 1 seeds through your 6 seeds, all that is your top 25. That's your top 25 teams in the NCAA. Everybody outside of that is either on the cusp or good enough to be in it. They just don't have the quality wins. That doesn't mean they can't beat those teams. They just don't have the quality wins like that. And I think High Point, who I called, really showed that. High Point had the number 3 offense in the country. They go in, they win their round of 64 game. They damn near took out Arkansas. It's teams like that, man, are the ones you got to watch out for. I know I've told Scott this a bunch of times. I'm a huge, if Alabama's not in the tournament, man, and there's only one other team I'd ever cheer for, and that's the Wichita State Shockers. Man, I love Wichita State. They hadn't been back to tournament in a long time. They almost made it this year. I think they lost their conference championship game and didn't get in. But it's like teams like that. I love that because they play nitty gritty. They play nitty gritty basketball.
Mm.
But I mean, I will say, I mean, Texas is probably my biggest surprise. My team that everybody else might be his biggest surprise. That was not mine. If you watch my last Brandt's Breaking Point, you'll see that I hyped up this team in my bracket, and that's Tennessee Volunteers. Look, Tennessee's young. Tennessee's young, and they're damn good. And they want to play the game of basketball every day. They play Iowa State. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow. But I mean, Tennessee's going to give Iowa State a run for their money. It's the same thing that I brought up with Texas. Tennessee's playing quality teams every week. Tennessee ain't laying down for nobody. And that's what obviously makes them, a higher power to deal with.
Right.
So I know that we talked about this today at work as well, and it's an upset that I picked that ended up not working in my favor. And I remember throwing my chair at work because it didn't work in my favor when it should have. And that was the Santa Clara Broncos over Kentucky. Man, Santa Clara won that game, and then Kentucky goes and hits a miraculous buzzer beater from half court. They take it overtime, and obviously they just outmuscle and overpower Santa Clara. Big ordeal for me because I had Santa Clara winning that game, although I did have them losing, round of 32. But it was still the fact that I was really, really confident in them, ended up not coming to fall.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to going forward, man?
Man, look, I know I'm an Alabama fan, but I'd be remiss if I didn't say it. That Alabama's 3-point shooting ability is either going to really, really carry them or kill them down the stretch. And that's why I'm really excited. Obviously, me and Scott personally have Michigan winning the whole thing. So, obviously for our bracket sakes, we're fine with Michigan winning. But as Alabama fans, we want Alabama to win the game.
Right.
Which obviously my bracket's already busted. So hope Alabama wins. But anyway, I think the biggest kind of ordeal you're going to deal with tomorrow night when we watch that game is they play the same brand of basketball, and they want to run around. They want to pass. They want to get open. They want to take threes. Like they play the exact same way. The only difference is that I think Michigan's front court is a little bit better. I think that they are deep on their front court side, and where we are not. Not to say Noah Williamson's not a good player. It's just Aiden Sherrill gets tired, and we really have to start relying on our back court to kind of play better defense, to kind of help out Noah Williamson down low. So, I mean, Alabama's 3-point shooting ability, I think if Alabama beats Michigan, I think they have a really, really, really good shot to win the whole thing. Obviously, they'll play the winner of Tennessee and Iowa State. We've already beaten Tennessee once. Obviously, I'd rather play Iowa State just because I know they're a 2 seed, but I'd rather play them because Tennessee's already seen us twice, so they kind of know how to stop us. Not that Iowa State can't watch film or anything, but it's the capability and being able to actually watch them play again. I don't want to play Tennessee again. But if I had to say anything else, man, gotta be Houston's defense, man, dude. I mean, I don't know what it is about Kellen Sampson and the Houston Cougars, but I mean, they play some of the best defense I've ever seen. And obviously, defense wins championships. It no matter what sport you play. So I'm pretty excited to watch Houston, kind of continue through the bracket. I think that they'll win their next game. I think this the next game where they're going to have to play. What is it, Duke or St. John's?
Yeah.
Is that it, or they play lower bracket?
Yeah. No, they've got Illinois, which I have playing in the finals against Michigan. So I'm pulling for Illinois in that Houston game. But
yeah.
I think they've got Illinois, and then they've got the winner of the Duke St. John's. So that'll be good.
The Sweet 16 is loaded, man, for games, and the Elite 8 is going to be nuts for the teams that get there. This is honestly, I mean, watching college basketball the last 8-9 years, I feel like this is really the closest bracket you'll have. I feel like no team is just unbeatable, and even when the teams that you felt like were unbeatable back in the day, when especially like your Purdue, Edie's first year at Purdue, and they get 1 seed, 16 seed upset by Fairleigh Dickinson, and end up going out of the tournament early. And that's what I love about college basketball and I love about March Madness is that everybody is touchable, man. There's nobody that's going to go out there and just absolutely demolish everybody they play. They're going to have close games. Now, obviously they can get through them, but I mean, most of the time it's quite a difficult task to win that many games in a row.
And you brought up Purdue, and I was sitting here thinking about Arizona because how many times has Arizona, crap the bed on us?
I'm telling you, and they got a tough game, man.
Yeah.
Arizona and Arkansas is going to be a really, really good game. I do have Arkansas winning that game, but I mean, I look at it now. I don't know if Darius Acuff can solo handle Arizona. I think that's going to be tough.
Yeah. 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 Well, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a heck of a weekend of basketball. Loved your top 10 logos. That was great. Coming up, let's see. We've got Coach Talk with Bo on Monday, and then we'll be back it's not Tuesday night. Brant and I, we've got to work, so we won't be around. So Rivals will take a break this week. But back to the May Madness, guys. Get on board. It's you don't have to necessarily come on and participate. It's an open invitation to anybody who wants to come on. I don't think I've said that here on the show yet. It is an open invitation to anybody that wants to come on. Pick your guy. We have a list of players. If you don't see your guy there, tell us. Say, hey, I don't know why you guys don't have that. Believe me, I've heard it 3 or 4 times already, and we'll swap them out. We've done it already. Charles Woodson has been on and off the list for the last 3 weeks. He's back on the list, and he's gone. Somebody picked him up 2 days ago. So we'll always switch out. We'll swap out. Not an issue. We want you on the show. We want you here. We want you to debate with us, and it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Now, keep this in mind too, guys. The viewers, you guys who are watching the show, you're the ones that are going to determine who wins each round. Your votes are going to count. You're going to vote under the video. For your vote to count, you're going to need to like the video, subscribe, and obviously leave the comment of who you believe is the winner. Those 3 things need to happen in order for your vote to count. So the mob is here. You are the mob, and the mob counts. This is where the mob counts the most. Your votes are going to matter. You're going to determine who goes to the next round. Pick your favorite player. Pick your favorite debater. It doesn't matter. We've got a great group of people coming in here to debate on why they believe their guy is the best player ever in the history of college football. So I'm looking forward to it. This is going to start up. We're probably going to start around mid-May. We hadn't necessarily set a date yet. But we're looking around mid-May-ish to get the ball rolling on this. If you're worried about the timetable and when, whether you want to do it or not, when we'll be doing it. Again, we're going to set all that time up once we get closer. We've got our committee together to determine the seating as well. I'll have those out probably in the next week or so. After we've got everybody in that's going to be in, we'll get those seedings out so everybody knows what player they're going up against in the first round. And I look forward to it. I think I look more forward to the bashing of the other player than you defending your own guy, because you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to come at the other guy, and that other guy's going to bring all their friends onto the show to vote for him. So you better bring yours. You better bring the house, because they are. They're going to make sure all their buddies are watching and vote for them. So you better do it too. Man, this is going to be exciting. This is going to be fun. I can't wait. And this is something we're going to do annually. Every May, we're going to do another bracket. We're already talking about what we're going to do next year, whether it be, I think the best one I think I've heard so far is greatest college football team ever. Ever. Greatest college championship team ever. Champion. Ever. That right there, that sounds good. And I think that's what we're leaning towards for 2027. And but we'll definitely keep you guys posted throughout the year on that. Brant, you got anything else before we take off?
I do not. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, brother. And stay hydrated. All right, guys. For Brant, I'm Scott. We're out. We'll see you guys on Monday for Coach Bo's Coach Talk. Y'all have a good